Hello and good day. I'm Steve Higginbotham and I am the Coffee Coach. Today's topic is the humanized approach. How to put the human element back into resources. How you and your company can level up and rise above your competition, not only to get ahead, but to stay ahead. There's two simple processes. Now this might take you back to the basics for some of you. But in today's fast-paced and technology-savvy environment, everything is moving at lightning speed, faster, efficient, more streamlined processes. But there's two areas in your talent acquisition recruitment process that I believe you should slow down in order to speed up. The first one is the engagement of your applicants. And the second area is representing those applicants as candidates to your hiring manager. And what I mean by that is the engagement process. With everything being so fast and technology driven, there's a lot of ATS systems and a lot of tools out there that a lot of the applicants, they feel like a number. They feel like they'll submit a resume, they might apply or put in a profile, but they're just a number. And how you can differentiate yourself and be a subject matter expert in talent acquisition by just slowing down for a moment at this critical step to engage these applicants to make them feel a little bit more part of the process. And what I mean by that is just a simple personal note. Now sometimes you might want to call a candidate, and I know your time gets busy, you have more requirements to work on. There's always something keeping you from making that extra call or sending that extra email, and we're moving so fast in today's world. But when you know you have a candidate that not only fits the profile, but you believe they might be a great addition to your company, sometimes we're missing them because we're not engaging with them correctly or appropriately. That we're sending out everything electronically and trying to hit mass amounts of candidates while they're sifting through and feeling like a number. Unfortunately, sometimes they may not respond back to you. They may not apply because they think it's just another system that's sending them a generic email. But by taking a step back and just slowing down your process and writing a personal note and or even calling these candidates to set up a time to interview with them, they're now more engaged. They're going to feel like they're part of the process and that you care about them. And they want to learn more about your company. And through this process, they are going to be deeply committed and engaged versus feeling like a number. So it's more about how they feel and how they're going to approve to become that candidate. And it starts at the application process. And it starts with you. Personalizing that email and making them feel like they're part of the process versus feeling like just a number out there. And the second step is how you engage and represent this candidate to the hiring managers. Now, some of us might just send over a resume and say, "What do you think, manager? Please provide me with your thoughts." Now, other recruiters out there might send a little blurb about, "This is what I see on the resume, this is why I think they're good for that." And sometimes we might even take that next step and actually interview them and provide some detailed notes based on the interview. I'd like to take it one step further. And what I mean by that is when you know you have a great candidate and when you're able to read between the lines on a resume and find out that this candidate not only has that qualification or that technical skills, but they bring something else to the table, whether it's their business acumen, maybe it's their energy, or maybe you just know that they fit within that culture. And that starts with interviewing your candidates. That's giving the candidates the opportunity to present themselves. That can't be done via email. That has to be done on the phone. And a lot of times, again, we're so busy, everything's technology driven and we're moving faster, but we've got to slow down, especially at these critical areas. And when I know I have a great candidate and I want to present it to the hiring managers, I don't just send it over and wait for the managers to get back to me. I write up a nice script based on not only their technical abilities, but what their aptitude is, why I feel like they would fit into this culture, as well as into your department, based on what I know about the manager and how I feel that this person would represent themselves. And that's done through an interview. But I take it again one step further. That I don't just send over the email and wait for the managers to respond back to me. I pick up the phone and I call my managers personally. I take that one critical minute or 2 minutes to let them hear my excitement, to feel that this candidate is being represented by me, and here's the reasons why. That they bring X, Y, and Z to the table, and I want that manager to know that I've done my due diligence. This is where a lot of candidates fall short. Now, we all work hard to source and recruit and find these candidates. Why be lazy and why blow it at this critical step? Now, I've been able to convince many managers that this or that is the reason why you need to interview this candidate. And sometimes I can bypass the phone interview altogether and bring them right on site for an in-person interview, giving that candidate the opportunity to present themselves, making them feel that they're engaged and they're part of the process. Again, these simple 2 steps to just slow down will help you so much further and become a talent acquisition expert and help differentiate you from those other recruiters out there. This is how you're going to win the war on talent and how you're going to bring more applicants, more referrals, and an engaged recruitment process to your company. And you will add value to those hiring managers as well as to your department. Again, I'm Steve Higginbotham, the Coffee Coach. Thank you for listening to the Humanized Approach. Have a wonderful day.